Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss the third numerical based on single phase controlled rectifiers. Okay, so let us read the example carefully. A single phase full bridge converter with a freewheeling diode feeds an inductive load. Okay, so here we are having the fully controlled bridge converter, that is a fully controlled bridge rectifier. Okay, and it consists of the freewheeling diode and the load is the inductive load. Okay, the load resistance is 15.53 ohm. Okay, so it is given that the load resistance 15.53 ohm and it has a large inductance providing constant and ripple free DC current. Okay, so here important to note, the I0 is constant and it is a ripple free. Okay, so here we'll be having the I0 waveform. I0, it is a constant current. I0 is a constant current, right? I0 is a constant current, right? So I0 is equal to I0, the magnitude is capital I0. Okay, so here from this, can we write it as a I0 average is equal to I0, right? We can write I0 average is equal to, yes, it is a I0. Okay, so this is a I0 average, right? Next, input to converter is fed from a ideal 230 volt 50 hertz single phase source. Okay, so Vs is equal to 230 volt and frequency is given, it is a 50 hertz. So F is equal to 50 hertz, right? It is given. Next, for a firing angle delay of alpha is equal to 60 degree, so it is given that alpha is equal to 60 degree, right? The average value of the diode current. Okay, so our task is to find the ID average, right? I am writing here, we need to find the ID average, right? Okay, and they have given the four options. One is the 10 ampere, second one is the 8.165 ampere, third one is the 5.774 ampere, and the fourth one is 3.33 ampere. Okay, so first of all, here we are having the single phase fully controlled bridge rectifier. Okay, next the load is a RL load with a freewheeling diode. Okay, so here can we draw the V0 waveform for this load? Yes, we can draw the V0 waveform. Yes, it is like this. From omega t is equal to 0 to alpha, V0 is 0, alpha to pi it is a non-zero, pi to pi plus alpha it is 0, pi plus alpha to pi it is again same as that of the supply voltage. Okay, so from alpha to pi, yes, from omega t is equal to alpha to pi, yes, the thyristors T1 and T2 will be in the conduction mode. Okay, so this is same as that of the supply voltage from alpha to pi. Okay, and this one is pi plus alpha and here it is a, we are having 2 pi, right? Next, so here from alpha to pi, thyristor T1 T2 will be in the on state. Okay, at that time freewheeling diode will be in the off state. Okay, next pi to pi plus alpha, right? So whatever the energy stored by the inductor from alpha to pi, inductor will release that energy, okay, during pi to pi plus alpha. Okay, next similarly from pi plus alpha to 2 pi, thyristors T3 T4 will be in the on state. Okay, and inductor go on storing the energy. Similarly from 2 pi to 2 pi plus alpha, that is nothing but same as that of the 0 to alpha. Okay, inductor releases the energy. Okay, so here if you check or if we draw the waveform of the ID, waveform of the diode current, yes, it will be like this. From omega t is equal to 0 to alpha, the freewheeling diode will be in the on state. Okay, so from 0 to alpha, ID will be same as that of the supply voltage, ID will be same as that of the load current, right? So it is a I0. Okay, next from pi to pi plus alpha, again ID will be same as that of the load current. Okay, so this magnitude is I0. Okay, this magnitude is I0, right? So I am writing it as, this is a I0. Okay, this is from alpha, next here it is a pi and here it is a 2 pi plus alpha. Okay, next, so this should be the pi plus alpha. Yes, this is a pi plus alpha. Okay, now in order to find the ID average, we need to find the I0, right? But I0 is nothing but I0 average, right? It is given I0 is equal to I0 average. Okay, so now, yes, can we find the I0 average or the I0 first? Yes, we can find. I am writing it as, yes, I0 average is equal to I0, which is equal to what? V0 average divided by R, right? Because average voltage across the inductor is 0, right? So average load voltage is nothing but the average voltage across the resistor, right? So V0 average is equal to average voltage across resistor divided by R, okay? So that is nothing but the your I0 average, okay? So V0 average is nothing but the VR average, okay? So next, can we find the V0 average from this waveform? Yes, we are having the waveform for the V0, so we can find the V0 average. Yes, so V0 average is equal to 1 by pi integration from alpha to pi. It is Vm into sine of omega t. Vm into sine of omega t. Okay. So if we check, yes, this can be simplified as Vm by pi into 1 plus cos alpha, right? 1 plus cos alpha. Okay. So further, can we simplify it as, yes, is equal to Vm is 230 into root 2 divided by pi into 1 plus cos alpha. Alpha is 60 degree, so it is a 1 plus cos of 60 degree. Okay, so we can write it as a 1 plus cos of 60 degree. Okay, so this can be written as 1 plus cos of 60 degree, right? 1 plus cos of 60 degree. Okay, so now further, if we simplify it, yes, we'll be getting it is equal to 230 into root 2 divided by pi into 1 plus cos of 60. Okay, so it is a 155.30. Okay, so this is equal to 155.30 volt. Okay, so this is a V0 average, right? So now can we find the I0 average, which is equal to I0? Yes, so therefore we can write I0 average is equal to I0 is equal to V0 average divided by R, right? So is equal to 155.30 divided by, yes, what is the R? If you check, they have given the value of R. Yes, R is equal to 15.53. Okay, so it is a 15.53. Okay, so it is equal to 10 ampere. Okay, so here I0 means this pulse. Okay, this pulse magnitude is 10 ampere. Okay, so can we find the ID average? Yes, we can find ID average, right? I am writing here ID average is equal to what? Yes, 1 by pi integration from 0 to alpha, right? I0 into d omega t. Okay, so this can be written as I0 by pi, I0 divided by pi into alpha, right? So here directly they have given alpha, right? So here we need to put the alpha in radian. Okay, because this alpha is independent, this is not after the trigonometric term. Okay, so here we need to put the alpha in radian, right? So alpha is 60 degrees, so its radian will be pi by 3. Okay, so it is a 10 into pi by 3 divided by pi, right? 10 into pi by 3 divided by pi, right? So pi will get cancelled, so it is equal to 3.33 ampere. Is this clear? So ID average, that is the average value of the diode current, is equal to 3.33 ampere. Okay, so if you check the options, yes, correct option is option D. Okay, option D is the correct answer. Okay, so here option D we are having 3.33 ampere. Okay, so this is about the numerical 3 related to the single phase full bridge rectifier. In the next video we are going to discuss the numerical 4. Thank you.